Are you one of those people that wish you had a wallet stuffed like this? And you've done everything. You've used law of attraction. You've meditated. You made a macaroni collage. You put it in a pink bubble. You've prayed on it. You told 10 friends. You've done everything. Yet you stand back with your hands on your hips with an empty wallet. You can't figure it out. Well, here in the law of attraction world, we understand about why you're not receiving some things. So today's show is a combination of law of attraction and action and the work of the emotion code. And today I'm going to give a live emotion code session today to somebody that has money blocks. Yeah, I know it's you. Somebody that has money blocks. So hello and welcome everybody. My name is Michael Losier. I'm here in beautiful Victoria, BC, and I host a live Hangout with Michael show every Friday at 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. And it's called the Hangout with Michael show, as you can see right there. I'm the author of these 3 best-selling books. My hunch is if you're watching, you own at least one of them or know about me somehow through the books. I brought my esteemed panel back with me today, and they live also, well, it's a Canadian show today, so we are going to welcome Dana from Vancouver. Hey, Dana, good morning.
Hey, Michael, thanks so much. Hey, John. And I was just talking about the emotion code clients that I've been attracting, women entrepreneurs that have this fear of success. And like you said, peeling down that emotion code a bit more, it's feel of change. But I forgot to mention in my money abundance, somebody just bought 12 of my books. And so I just threw a little one in extra, I like the number 13. So that made me very, very happy. And it's just great. They're going to pass them on to their clients and on it goes, right?
We love that. Well, not to one-up you, but I'm going to.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so this week, today's Friday, this week I get a call from a company that said, we went online to buy 100 copies of your books on Amazon, and they're out of stock. I thought,
wow.
Out of stock. So I contacted my publisher, and I said, hey, can you check on the Amazon? They're out of stock. And she wrote back, out of stock? It's like, what, is there an echo in the room? It says they're out of stock on Amazon, and then we're out of stock on the other one, Barnes and Nobles, right? I was suspicious about that. She said, no, we've got books in the warehouse. So she called the Amazon sales rep, and the Amazon sales rep said there was a massive spike in my books on last Wednesday.
Oh.
Last Wednesday, I said, what was that? And the same day, I get an email from my friend Jake, who's probably watching right now. He's my new friend. He said, hey, Mr. Losier. I love when they call me that at first. And he said,
Sir Losier?
No, not Sir Losier. That was last week. That's for the British show when we're doing the Brits. So he said, hey, I heard about your book through this guy named Andy who was talking about you on his podcast last week. So don't kid yourself. I snooped Andy, 1 million podcast listeners, 1 million people on his Instagram, and apparently he's been loving me to Reese's Pieces and been talking about my book. So I did a shout out to him on social media, but he's probably not reading his account. But I'm going to wave my magic wand of law of attraction and the emotion code wand, and let's not see. Well, you know what? Here's my prediction. I'll be on Andy's show within a week, and he doesn't even know it yet. I love that part. So,
all right. Well, I don't know whose show I'm going to be on, but I'm going to be on somebody's show.
Yes. Well, it's a great journal. It's very robust. So thanks for joining us. And Dana, you're going to help me reading comments today. John and I are going to be doing. We're kind of like doing an emotion code bro show today around money. So I am going to welcome my buddy John. John, good morning. You're also from Vancouver. Say hello to our friends.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here again. Yes, my name is John Inverarity, and I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. Helping people with a wide variety of concerns, blocks, aches and pains, money blocks, business blocks, relationship blocks. You name it. We can help a lot of different concerns and problems and issues with emotion code.
Yeah, and we've been helping lots of people. So can you tell them about the Bro Show? We have one usually every Saturday. Tell them what's up tomorrow for us.
Yeah, so the Bro Show is right here on Michael's Facebook fan page at 9 a.m. Pacific or at 12 noon Eastern. And tomorrow we are working with someone that has a fear or anxiety around traveling and like air travel specifically. It's pretty common. Airports are pretty uncomfortable for a lot of people. And we're going to help someone with, the summer travels. Maybe you're vacationing somewhere over the, fall or winter here. So,
and how do we choose? And how those people get chosen. Tell people what they need to do if they're joining tomorrow's show and what they need to do with today's show if they want to be chosen. Go ahead.
Yeah, today and tomorrow, you obviously need to be watching live and commenting. So you need to comment, say yes, please work on me, tell us, how bad the problem is, and give us your permission. Just volunteer in the comments today.
Yeah, well, we're going to do that today. I know I look like I'm in Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse today. There's a lot going on for me today. This is usually the backdrop for the Hangout with Michael show. Because we're doing the emotion code, I brought in the master mother chart, and it's right there. So John and I are going to explain the emotion code process today and do that. But first, Dana, can you tell us what's happening? You're going to do that at the end next week. Dana and John, why don't you alternate and tell us who is saying what as we join us today, and then we're going to get started in about 4 minutes. First, if you are joining us live today, this is a very important show. I know you've tried everything. You, yes. No, look at me. I'm talking to you. You've tried everything to attract more money. This is a show for you to understand. If you would just be a dove and press the share button and share this so more people can understand about why they're not attracting more money. John and Dana, who is saying what so early this morning, please?
Well, we've got a couple of questions. One from John might want to answer this from Romy Carlin. Can pain come back again?
Yeah. So Romy, you can join tomorrow's show on the Hangout with the Bro show, and we'll take those kind of emotion code pain questions. Today, the topic is on money and money blocks and abundance blocks. But we appreciate the question, but that's a question for tomorrow's show, Romy. Thanks.
Okay, perfect. So Sig Brown is saying up and down with attracting money, still don't get it. So we're going to talk about that. Misty Anderson, you guys are on fire. And Chris Cutton says, yes, please, let's talk about money. So those are just a few. And Misty Anderson has done our Misty Anderson, Alaska. Jamie McVivian Smith is watching.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we got lots of people here. Yes. Caroline Kaniski Carruthers, Erica Larson Hubbard, Shirley Pierre. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd like to hear what they say as well if they're saying stuff. So John, what do you see out there that I don't see?
Jeannie Brazel says good morning.
Hey Jeannie, good morning.
Liz Maglio says good morning. Yes, Chris Kitna says good morning, Michael, Dana, and John.
Now Chris told us how to pronounce her name last week, and none of us have got it right yet. So Chris, give us a shout out on how to do that. Hey, you know what? I love that these people are, they're getting notified live either through their Facebook notification or they might have signed up on my newsletter to say, hey, let me know when you're going live. So that's how these folks are knowing that we're live. Yes. So
Michael, we've got someone that stepped up. Kelly Carson says, choose me. My money goes out as fast as it comes in. I would love to work on saving the money I do attract and, of course, attract more. And Chris Katina,
there we go.
Is how you pronounce her last name. And Jewel, Jamie Smith is saying hi from New York City. You know, he's a flight attendant. He said, all of your techniques have helped me get out of debt and attract a lot of money. But I seem to have a limit on how much I can allow, and I want to raise the ceiling on that.
Yes, well, you know what? We're pushing the ceiling up today. I'm going to be doing an emotion code session to find out what someone's ceiling is, and we're going to bust that ceiling, and that might be you. We have our friend Elaine Goodman. She is we've nicknamed John. Remember, we nicknamed her Elaine Diet Coke.
Yeah.
We helped her on the Bro Show. She was drinking Diet Coke every day, and John or I forget, we did a quick 2-minute session, and she hasn't had it since. So we love that. She's saying good morning to Dana and John and I. Nadasha Paula Samuel is saying, hello, Michael and panel. Can't wait to watch the show. And she is from sunny, windy Romford, Texas. Sunny and windy. How does that work? Would that be hot wind? I think that would be hot wind.
That's hot wind, Michael.
Hot wind. And Sig Brown, I think, lives just south of me in Washington State, and saying maybe we will get some rain to wash out the smoke. Well, we have rain right now, Sig, so maybe it's just hovering over the island. Okay, John, who can you see that I can't see?
Don Boehm, good morning from St. Charles, Illinois. Did you want weather reports? ? You keep giving it your attention.
I think we're going to call him Cheeky Don. Cheeky Don, Double Dipper Cheeky Don is what's going on. Good stuff. I'm going to read a comment from Gwen, and then Dan, if you can find a couple we haven't read. So Gwen Lorraine is saying, hello, Dream Team. So glad to be joining you from sunny, windy, cloudy London. Now, that's too much, Gwen. It can't be all three of them. You can't have sun and wind and cloud. They are so dramatic, and the Brits are so dramatic with their weather, aren't they? Massive, big, mega, gigantic. Thank you, Michael, for my lovely inspirational cards. Oh, yeah, she got them in the mail.
Oh, nice.
Remember we did the little card giveaway? I had 10 of these, and she had one. And we should probably do that again soon. Say yes if we should run another contest.
Yes.
They arrived yesterday. I'm so happy to have them. Thank you. And by the way, the Dream Team all looked fabulous. Well, Lorraine, Gwen, we all prepared our hair before the show today. Before we go live. And Lisa Millward bought 3 of them. Not sure what she bought, but she bought 3 of them. Oh, maybe from you or from me. Books, maybe. Good. Okay, we're about to get started. Dan, I'm going to get you to scan through there, and John and I are going to get prepared for the money class. Now, before I talk about today, we're going to be talking about the emotion code. Now, and the reason why we're doing it today, I have a program that starts Monday. It's a 10-session program. It runs Monday to Thursday. Then Monday to Thursday, Monday, Tuesday. Count it up, that's 8. It's 8 classes where I'm taking 10 people. I got 6 people registered. I have room for 4 more. And in that class, everybody will get over 60 emotion code sessions in the 10 periods. And they're very carefully designed. Matter of fact, here is all the emotion code sessions. And like slow release fertilizer, people say, can't you do it in 1 hour? I could. We both fall asleep for being exhausted, and you wouldn't get the impact. Just like my weight loss class that also starts on Monday. You know, you get 10 minutes this day, you come back the next day, and I promise you, when you come back on day 2, you're reporting results because the rule's simple. Remember the rule of law of attraction? The only way to get a different result, down to finish this, the only way to get a different result is to send
a different vibe.
That's right. And my job today and our job is to help you have a different vibration around money by using our trusty old good magnet to remove the trapped emotion. You're saying, what is that? Stay tuned because you're going to find out. So, I'm just going to do a quick peek on a Facebook, on my page here. So.
Yeah, so I'll just tell people about last week's show if they want to see it, Michael.
Yep.
Episode 2006, 206 was how to teach law of attraction, and it was step 1, identify your desire. And it was really, really good show. We covered a lot of really good things, and Michael gave a lot of good hacks in it.
Yeah. Is that your cat or is that my video? I can't tell. I think it's a cat.
I'm just muting myself.
Okay. So I just want to introduce people to this page. You can go to michaellosier.com or you can go to Hangout with Michael. At the very top, you'll see the emotion code tab, or this one. Click on the emotion code tab. And then it brings you to these. These are the 2 programs starting Monday. So here is the money class that's starting Monday. And you can just read all this. Here's the dates. And this one's at 6 p.m. Eastern, Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. It might not be the friendliest for everybody in the world, but it's 2 payments of $197, 1 payment now, another payment 30 days, and you'll get over 60 emotion code sessions. And then I have, I'm doing it again in November, and I have people registering for that already. So you can check that out on how to participate in that program. So John, before we, let's do a little shout out first. And all 3 of us are emotion code practitioners. John's a body code practitioner in addition to that, but we are using the work of the lovely and talented Dr. Bradley Nelson. We are certified emotion code practitioners with the emotion code. Now, before we do our 7 keys to the emotion code process, there's a specific word or a distinction that is used by Dr. Bradley Nelson, which we're using all the time, and that distinction is called trapped emotion. So, John, can you do 2 things? Define trapped emotion, and then tell us about the subconscious mind and those 2 elements before we do the 7 keys. Go ahead, please.
Absolutely. So a trapped emotion is an unprocessed emotion from a past negative event. And it's actually a little ball of energy. You just picture a little ball of energy the size of your fist, or even a little bit larger, maybe the size of a cantaloupe, and it's lodged somewhere in your body. So that vibrational frequency of emotional frequency is lodged in your body somewhere, aggravating the tissues. It's in your bubble, and influencing the way you think, influencing your thoughts, your actions, your words.
Mm-hmm.
And to find out what emotion it is, which specific emotion it is, we communicate with the subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind knows everything that you've done in the past, and it's like a supercomputer. So we're accessing the subconscious mind, not the conscious, but the subconscious mind, and that's how we communicate. That's how we find the trapped emotions.
Okay, nice stuff. And that's what our job is, to find the trapped emotions. And our subconscious mind knows everything you touched and taste and smell. You know, sometimes you smell something, it reminds you of that trip to Mexico or your grandmother's kitchen or something. It's all stored. And that's the good news. All this information is stored, and we are able to tap into your subconscious mind. But we're going to tell you how to do that in just a second. So John and I are going to present the 7 keys to the emotion code process. You can see I have the chart behind me. But John, this is key number 1.
The emotion code chart. So yeah, it's right behind you, and the chart is 2 columns and 6 rows. So there's 60 trapped emotions on the chart, and divided up into boxes of 5. As you can see.
That's right. Now, we know that your subconscious mind knows which one of these is causing the pain or the money block or the relationship block or that swollen toe or your digestive problems. Oh, yeah, we went there last week. We went there last week on the Bro Show. We did constipation.
Yeah.
We lowered someone's constipation. Would you lower it or increase it? No, you wouldn't increase it. Remove it. We relieved her. Yes, relieved is the word I'm looking for. We relieved her constipation. Trapped emotions were causing that. So this is a really important subject. And if you're hearing it for the first time, really stay tuned, because this hasn't even tipped over to the world yet, what we're doing. We're very blessed to be practitioners of the subject. So
we do have an update from Sophie Giroux.
Oh, we do.
We worked on last week on the Bro Show.
Yeah.
She says, now that I can go poo again, I would love some money.
John, I can't believe you're using that language on the show. You know what?
Sophie
Facebook, like last week, I went to promote the show, and because after the show, I promoted it on Facebook, and they rejected it because it had the word poo in the title.
Wow.
Facebook wouldn't even take my money on a real live subject. Okay, first, we're talking about the emotion code chart. We all have one in front of us. And after the emotion code chart, we're going to ask the emotion code chart which one of those emotions are trapped for you. And John, we do it via
muscle testing. So we're communicating with the subconscious via muscle testing. It's also called applied kinesiology, or just a form of biofeedback in other terms that some people may be familiar with. And that's how we do it. There's a lot of different methods on how to muscle test. That's key 2.
Yeah, and key number 3?
Proxy. So the practitioner, the emotion code practitioner, would act as a proxy on your behalf. So you being the client. So a little string connecting us.
A pretend string.
Yeah.
Energetic string.
Energetic string connecting us. Yeah. Actually, I had someone that I connected with yesterday or the day before, and she actually felt me connect. Now, there's only been a handful of people that actually said that, but she's just like, oh, yeah, felt you connect. You have nice energy.
Yes, I'm working with a very serious connector out of Washington State, and she knows.
Yeah.
She's very intuitive. It's been a delight working with her. Usually I get tired after a half hour. She booked a 3-hour appointment, and I said, I'll give you 6 half hours. And after a half hour, she said, can we do more? And my energy was really good. Boy, and I won't name her name, but she had pain in the left side of her head, the left side of her neck, the left side of her arm, the left side of her hip. Done. So of course, before we work on somebody, John, we love to know
the severity on a scale of 1 to 10. So it gives us a gauge of what we're working with. So 10 being the most severe. If it's pain, 10 would be take me to the hospital right now.
Yeah.
And obviously 0 would be great health.
Yeah. Okay, well, so here's what we got so far. We got a chart. We know that being your proxy with the pretend string, we can ask your subconscious mind, but we can't really do it until we have your
permission. Yeah. So written permission in this case, or verbal permission, a conscious permission is necessary, and it's part of the teaching of Dr. Brad's teaching. We need that permission. Yeah. Or if you're working with a child, a minor, permission from the parent is good enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a few sessions this week with people's kids, without them even knowing about her being there. So let's recap. We got the chart. We're using muscle testing. We're asking yes or no questions. We're scanning the chart. We got your permission. Boom, we find it. Finding it's one thing, but now we need to get rid of it, John. And we do that through
magnet.
Yes.
So a magnet is pure energy, and it amplifies our intention to clear out that trapped emotion. And we swipe it over our head a few times, which is governing meridian. And this is all in the book and part of the certification process. And we're certified and trained the technique, and that's key number 6.
Key number 6, yes. So now we've removed it, but we need fuel, and we need something to keep us going. And as always,
water, hydrated practitioner. So we all drink a lot of water, and it's fuel greases the engine.
Yeah. Okay, we have a lot of great people watching this morning. Well, everyone's great. And honestly, I don't know where to get started. I don't even know who to work on. There's just so much out there. Dan, I'm going to give the show to you for a second and a minute. And can you acknowledge some more people that are joining us, please, that we haven't said? Oh, we got a hashtag beautiful hair from you know who.
Whose hair, Michael?
Hashtag hello.
Misty?
Hashtag Misty.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Okay. We got a lot of people watching. So we have Nicole Eggleston Tobiasen. Was she at your workshop, Michael, in Vancouver? Because she says, because of your advice in Vancouver, I'm holding on to a very large check in my bubble.
Oh, maybe she was at I didn't talk about that at the conference. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know her name. Yeah, she's a regular viewer here. So
Jeannie Brazel says she's ready to release. Leslie Marshall says loves the cards, looks at them all the time. Misty Anderson, she says she's ready to be worked on. Roy Queck from Singapore.
Singapore, yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working with Roy. He's been getting great results.
And Sarah Titzel, money blocks, I have an abundance of.
Yes.
And Lisa Millward, I need money to do the weight loss with you. Permission granted.
Yeah. Well, honestly, for those of you, we're only going to work on one person today, and we have a lot of DDs. John, what's a DD?
It's a double dipper.
Yeah, and what is that? What's a double dipper?
It's someone that we worked on previously. So on the Bro Show, we've got a couple great people that we've worked on more than once with multiple concerns. And,
we've got a triple dipper. I think we've got a triple dipper on our hand. But today we are choosing somebody new, and she might be from Vancouver. So if you're listening and you're one from Vancouver, we're narrowing it down. And she's been watching us for the last few weeks. And I'm going to be working with Gail Jones. Oh, she's got the happy dance, I bet. Gail Jones has said that her money blocks of abundance are a 10. So here's what I'm going to do. Now, while I'm doing that, I have her permission. I know the severity. Now, Gail, without you sharing with the audience, or you might want to, I'd like you to tell us, or again, you don't have to tell us, but if you want to, what would you like to bring in for money? Do you want to bring in $10 a month? Or do you want to bring 100 or 1,000? Like, what is your goal? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to your subconscious mind and find out, is that even possible? Or do I have a ceiling? You just need to tell me. So Gail Jones, I got a 10. So let's just recap everything, John. I'm hydrated. I got my magnet ready. I got permission from Gail Jones. I know the severity. I'm going to be your proxy. I'm going to muscle test. And I got the emotion code chart. I think we're ready to rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll, Michael.
Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. So Gail, I want you to hold in your consciousness in your head or share out loud what you'd like to bring in. And, just say, I'd like to make this kind of money once a month, or attract this kind of money, or just have this kind of money. So I am going to, so I have my notes in front. So I'm going to give her 9 emotion code sessions, and wait till you see how long. Remember, I'm bringing 10 people on the panel, and everyone's going to get these 9 emotion code sessions. It sounds like a lot to get in one session, but you're going to see how that is. John, while I'm getting connected, can you let people know about inherited emotions and just while I'm getting connected, and because that'll come up. But we're gonna find some emotions that came from her parents and grandparents. So
Gail is
just connecting.
$1,000 a month, Michael.
Okay, thank you for saying that.
Yeah. So inherited emotions is an emotion that you're actually born with. So something your parents went through or one of their parents went through. And it's common to find these inherited emotions going back 2-3 generations is really common, and even longer, dozens of generations back. So something stressful, traumatic that an ancestor went through, and you're basically living in there with their traumatic event, that vibration.
Yeah. So right now, John, my fingers are indicating, am I connected to Gail Jones? Am I Michael? No. Am I connected to Gail Smith? Gail Inverarely? No. Gail Jones. Now I'm going to ask, so I'm talking to her subconscious mind, so I'm going to be using her voice to do that. So I'm asking my subconscious mind, what is the severity of the problem of me not attracting $1,000 a month? Is it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% blockage for me to do that? So Gail has told her that her goal is $1,000 a month. And here is my first question. Is it okay for me to reach my money goal? What's the answer, John?
Nope.
It's not okay. So I'm going to find out what the trapped emotion is that's causing that. Is it row A? No. Is it row B? It is. Is it even, odd? It's odd, even. It's even. Is it 2, 4, 6? Oh, it's B6 right there. So is it this one? It's shock. So she had an event and a shock that formed this belief. John, can you talk about where beliefs come from? And I'm just going to go ahead and well, first I'll do this. So do I have a trapped emotion of shock? Yes. Is it keeping me from attracting $1,000 a month? Yes. Is there, do I need anything else? No. Can I release it? Yes. So now with my magnet, I'm going to just swipe above my head so I don't take on the emotion, and it actually dilutes it. And watch this. I'm going to check it. Did I delete it? Yes. Now I'm going to ask the question again. Is it okay for me to reach my money goal? What's the answer? Yes. Was it a minute ago? No. So a minute ago, your subconscious mind said it's not okay. Is it okay now? Next question, is it safe for me to reach my money goal? No, it's not. What's the trapped emotion? Is it shock? I'm going to release that. I'm going to ask the question again. Is it safe for me to attract my money goal? Oh, it is. Was it a minute ago? No. Am I worthy of it? No, I'm not. What's causing that? Is it even A, odd, B, even 2, 4, 6, 5? It's shock again. Watch this. Releasing shock. That shock that she got when she was young is causing that. John's going to explain that in a minute. I'm going to ask the question again. Am I worthy of attracting my money goals? Look at that. Yes, I am. Was I a minute ago? No, I wasn't. Do I believe I can do it? No, I don't. Is it shock? Releasing shock. Do I believe I can attract it? Yes, I do. Did I a minute ago? No, I didn't. So, John, I'm going to work on the other ones. If you can talk about limiting beliefs for me, that'd be great.
Yeah. So people know limiting beliefs usually as a negative statement. So it's actually a subconscious negative statement that is perceived as the truth. And it can also be a positive statement as well. So you test negative, or you're not in vibrational harmony with something positive. So with the emotion code, we can work with both positive and negative of these belief systems. So we want to remove the trapped emotions that would make the negative statements false and the positive statements true. And a lot of these limiting beliefs are created at a young age, before the age of 6. We're in a different brainwave before the age of 6. And we just take on everything that's around us and our parents' habits and just whatever's around us. But limiting beliefs can also be created at any time in life. Maybe it's a job, any sort of job or boss or something, or debt that you went in. And maybe you got a promotion and were fired right away. So that can impact you, and you can create a limiting belief that way. So.
Or maybe you messed up at that lemonade stand when you were 4 years old, and it's like you failed at the lemonade stand. So, John, I'm just going to do a little recap here. So here's the questions that I asked earlier, new ones that she didn't hear. I said, is it okay for me to be abundant? It's saying yes. Was it a minute ago? No, it wasn't. Is it okay? Is it safe for me to be abundant? Yes. Was it a minute ago? No, it wasn't. Am I worthy of being abundant? Yes. Was it a minute ago? No, it wasn't. Do I believe I can be abundant? Yes. Was it a minute ago? No. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what is the What are the trapped emotions that are causing me from reaching my money goal of 1,000? Is it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0%? 6 minutes ago, what was the percentage block that I couldn't make $1,000? Was it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100? So your subconscious mind saying 6 minutes ago, it would have never happened. You can wish and want all you want. You can build a macaroni collage. You can put it in a pink bubble. You can pray and tell all your friends. If your subconscious mind is saying these are in the way, you can put your hands on your hips and say, why am I not attracting money? So Gail Jones, you can hold your head up high and know that your limiting beliefs that were stopping all of that. So sometimes some people have a sensation when I'm doing that. I'm just going to disconnect from her right now. So there.
She's saying, wow, Michael, wow.
Wow, Michael, yes. You'll be wowing me all right. Make sure you join us in the next few shows and let us know what's happening with that. So just to recap, as the proxy, I was able to check in with her subconscious mind because it knows everything and say, you know what, I don't really believe. I don't need to know when it was, but it was probably when I was young at the lemonade stand where I failed or I'm just making that up just to show you the point. It doesn't have to be a big life event. It could be just something small. It had a negative emotion. It got lodged. John, cue traffic cone. So when you have these trapped emotions, or like an orange traffic cone on the highway that said, you can't go there. You have to slow down. You have to turn around. You have to take another exit. John, cue the removal of the orange cone, please. So we remove the orange cone, and now the road's open, right? That vibrational road. I'm just going to show you another. In previous episodes, we talked about the valve. There we go. Thank you. We talked about the valve. So, Dana, can you read what's keeping that valve closed for us?
Yeah, when it's closed, it's blocked by resistance, and it can be negative vibes, doubt, trapped emotions that Michael's talking about. So until we get rid of that resistance, which he just did, we can't allow things. There's no way that they can happen.
Yeah. Now, I know a lot of you joined my page because, you were one of the 3 million people that read or bought my book, Law of Attraction. And you're thinking, how does this relate? Well, because, all the years I've been teaching Law of Attraction, I've been talking about getting rid of your doubt and changing your beliefs and looking for proof. That's kind of a passive way. This is the way. This is what, so we remove, so now that valve, her receiving valve, just, okay, you don't want to receive water, you want to receive money. It's the same concept that your valves were tight on that. So that was a fun little session. Again, if you want to have 50 or 60, well, I'm going to say 60 emotion code sessions with me in a 10-class series, go to hangoutwithmichael.com/emotion code. I think we also put the link out there today.
So Gail's saying, oh my God, bless you guys.
Well, that's how we roll here. We're rollers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, one of the things we do, Gail, is that when people agree, well, I probably should have made the agreement before I did it. When people agree to have an emotion code session with us, John, what do we do in the bro show when somebody wants to have a session with us?
Little nickname. Just a little
nickname. So we're going to call her Gail Money. Gail Money. Yeah, and we've got I think we've got Linda Skittles, we've got Debbie Klondike bars. I think you figured out the pattern, right? These people
Amy Chai.
Yeah. Now, I talked to my sister this morning on Skype, and she held up a big bag of chocolates, and she said she bought some wine at this wine store the other day, and the clerk ran out after, and she said, "Hey, you forgot your bag of chocolates." So, and they're dark chocolates, like little mini chocolates go with the wine, and she held up the bag 2 days later.
Wow.
I helped her get rid of chocolate, just like I helped Dana get rid of her almond croissants. And Diane, she goes, Michael, I would have ate all of those the day this is bag, by the way. I would have eaten all of those the day I got them. Now she's on day 3, and she hasn't even opened the bag.
Yeah.
I gave up lattes 2 Sundays ago because I didn't want to drink as much milk. I was having 2 lattes a day, and I enjoyed them, right? But you know what happened? It ended up getting rid of coffee. So now I'm not even interested in coffee. Oh, good.
What are you going to drink now? Water?
Yeah, well, yesterday I went for a drive up island. My buddy and I went for a drive. We bought watermelon and corn on the cob from farmers. It was all great. We stopped this big, they had a big bucket of ice with all kinds of drinks in it, like lemonades. We were popping them out of the ice. And you know when we were satisfied?
Water.
When we found water.
Yeah.
And
totally get it.
My friend says, you don't want to drink calories? I said, no, I don't drink juice anymore. I don't drink juice. I don't drink lemonade. I don't drink all the stuff that I used to drink. Nicole Eggleston Tobiasen. I said that really fast. John, we need to talk for Michael Losier. Oh, I guess that was a message for you.
Yeah, she was at the your seminar in Vancouver. I remember talking with her. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Action Coach seminar?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't recognize her name, but I probably recognize her face. Yeah. And my friend Roy from Singapore, we said, yeah, good stuff. Hey, we're like 20 to the hour. I think everybody's having lots of fun here. We got a lot of new viewers today. Good. John and Dana, can you remind us what we got going on next week, Dana? And then John, what do we got going on tomorrow, and how can people join us tomorrow? Go ahead, Dana.
Yeah, tomorrow's next Friday, episode 208. It's how you can learn to allow from a children's toy.
I know. So I'm going to Walmart this weekend, and I'm going to go buy this children's toy. And if you read my book, you might even know what the toy is. And, when I was writing my book, you'll notice that I've got diagrams, I've got cartoons, I've got checkoff lists, I've got all kinds of things in my book. But when it came to allowing, I was having a real struggle trying to find, how do I describe that? Now, of course, after working with Law of Attraction for 15 years, I've since developed this. It's not in my book because I wrote my book 16 years ago. So this is a new model to show allowing. But a little voice came in my head, now that I know, it's my subconscious mind saying, here's the answer to the question. You used it when you were a kid and you loved it. There was no batteries and there was no joystick with it, but you loved it, right? That's toys way back in the what ages. So I went to Walmart and I bought the toy and I brought it home, or Kmart, that's how old it was. And I set it up in my living room while I was writing my book, and I thought, I still don't get it. And I'm walking by it for 2 days, and then, I was taking a bath, and then it came to me. It said,
TMI, Michael.
Yeah, TMI. Subconscious mind's working all the time. It said, here's what you need to do with this toy to help explain Law of Attraction. So it's in my book. So we're going to have a lot of fun next week, Dana, you, John, and I, explaining the toy that we're going to use. My friend Cindy Trost is watching. She's hashtag rocking with the Emotion Code Bros. And I'm having a lot of fun with Cindy because she's been working on getting rid of some fun foods as well. My friend Jake Olson, he's new, first time watcher. Jake Olson, good morning. And good. You guys see anybody else we haven't said hello to? And then we're going to wrap up today. I think I asked you both the question and didn't let you answer it. So let's begin that again. John, remind us what's happening tomorrow. Yes, please.
Tomorrow. Motion Code Bro show, right back here on Michael Losier's fan page. Join us 9 a.m. Pacific or 12 noon Eastern. And we're working on someone with fear and or anxiety on air travel and airports. And so tomorrow's actually episode 17. So we've done
what if they want to? Yeah, and if they want to watch the previous 16 episodes, because every episode we take a different subject. We've helped two people with insomnia. We've helped people with heartburn. We're going to get a poopers update tomorrow. We've helped people with headaches. And tomorrow we're doing fear of flying. So, John, how can they find out, check that out for them?
You can watch the previous shows at, actually, I'll post the link. How about that?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Hangout with Michael, hashtag. I'm so Misty Anderson right now. It's Hangout with Michael /bros. So you can check that out. And Dana, did you get a chance to say what's happening next? Oh yeah, we did. We had the whole game, the whole game thing. Yeah. Okay, we had a lot of fun here today. And if you were inspired by today, we can all help you with some of your money blocks. And you can be with me. Well, imagine hanging out with me for 10 series session. It's at 6 o'clock. It's dark next week. And this is the first time I'm offering the money group. Lots of success one-on-one. I've also been doing the weight loss. And I have room for 5 people out there. And I promise you, both programs are 100% money back guarantee. Here's the guarantee. When you get rid of it, your vibration changes. And when your vibration changes, you attract different things. So that's my goal for you. I will be checking and monitoring the chat all day today. So if you have any more questions, I've got a lot of clients today, but I'm going to be checking on the half hour your comments and questions. Dana, let us know how people can get a hold of you, please.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. You can go to my website, danasmithers.com, and if you're looking for an emotion code session, it's release-trap-emotions, or if you're interested in, I have a great 8-week program, one I originally took with you, Michael, and I just kind of modeled it, and I take women through 8 weeks, whatever they're stuck in, 45 minutes of business, mentoring, marketing, what do they need to do, whether it's social media or whatever, and then always a 15-minute emotion code session at the end of it. And it's just amazing what the results that they're getting.
Yeah. Honestly, I think sometimes my book should have this book attached to the back of it. Well, I always say there's 3 books. I always said there's 2 books you need to buy if you're getting married. 3 things. Get the marriage license, get a copy of Law of Attraction, and get a copy of Law of Connection. And now, get a copy of the Emotion Code, and it's by Dr. Bradley Nelson. Okay, thanks, Dan. We're going to hear from John. I remember there's a lot of people that I haven't acknowledged, and I wanted to do that. My friend Shirley Pierre, who's been a long-time watcher. We said hello to Rami. We've got Erica Larson-Hubbard and Christine Joel. She's saying this is fascinating. Jeannie Brazel joined us this morning. And yes, Diane Marie Barnella. That's a game show name right there. We love that. Yeah. And our friend Leslie Marshall, she's been the recipient of some good emotion code. Yeah. And
Maureen.
RA7, I've never been worked on. Never been worked on. Well, we can change that. Good. Anybody else you see out there, Dana?
Yeah, Maureen Ryder Valero is saying, hi, sorry to be late, but Maureen, you can catch the show. Michael will have it up on his website shortly. They're live, but they always go into his
and it stays on the Facebook page. So if you just watch, some people joined us halfway through, so you missed all the juice in the beginning. Yeah. So go watch it back again. Okay, I think that's about it. John, can you tell us, please, how people can get a hold of you?
Yeah, so to get a hold of me for a one-on-one session, I'm not quite ready for the group of 10, but yeah, for a one-on-one session, I'm at aliveinpeer.com. It should just be right below me, here, and behind me as well. And I'll post a link to my site as well. And I'd just like to add that, Michael is really on the forefront of all this work as well with Law of Attraction, Emotion Code. Like we're stepping out big here. Like a lot of inspirational speakers, trainers, coaches, they're not doing Emotion Code, and they're missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this week, John, I started a new Facebook group it's called Michael Losier's Emotion Code Hangout Room. And it was a place to share your success stories and your experiences with the Emotion Code. We'll put the link on how to join that group. It's a free group. But what else did I want to say? I think that might be it. So, John, I'm going to see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for the Bro Show. You at home can join the same channel. Dana, you're back with me next Friday. We're going to be talking about that toy to really help people get what they're allowing and what you need to be able to do about that. So let's say goodbye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Great week.